Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to lesson number 6 of Surah Yusuf. Okay, so we stopped over here. So let's start again then. وَلَمَّا Lamma is shartiya. Balagha is past tense, past verb. Balagha, he reached. And the file there as well. Okay, ashuddahu. So this is the maf'ul bihi. مفعول به أشده. آتيناه, this is the jaza. So all of that is the shart, and then the rest of it is the jaza. That is the jaza. So آتينا, again this is past verb. آتينا, we. Na, who, this is the damir, single masculine. حكما وعلما عطف. So both these put together make the مفعول به. So عطف put together, حكما وعلما. وكذلك, so كاف is حرف الجر, ذلك is إشارة, نجزي is present verb. Present verb, we, نحن. And محسنين is the مفعول به, the object, and it's a اسم الفاعل. Okay, so محسنين مفعول به. وراودت, راودت is past single feminine. Okay, has at the end, راودت, and its file is actually all of this is the file. So التي هو في بيتها, all of that is acting as the fa'il of راودت. That's the fa'il, موصول. التي, هو is the مبتدا, mean for مبتدا. في بيتها, so preposition gives a حرف الجر there. That's متعلق to ثابت. And then هو في بيتها is the sila of التي. التي, and that put together make the fa'il, the subject of راودت. Okay, and عن نفسه حرف جر, and that's متعلق to راودت. Okay, غلقت, واو عطف. غلقت, this is originally غلقت, and they put a kasra here because of التقاء الساكنين, basically a tajweed rule. So غلقت is past single feminine. الأبواب is the مفعول به, مفعول به. وقالت is past single feminine, sorry again. So راودت is past single feminine. غلقت past single feminine. قالت past single feminine. Okay, حيت is what we call اسم فعل. It's basically an ism that acts like a fi'l, like you have the words ta'al, okay, or hayya, anything like that. And so don't think that this is a past verb, ta, hayta, you. No, hayta is just a word that is used. And laka, harf jar, kaf, pronoun. So hayta lak would mean come, approach. Qala, this is a past verb, single masculine. معاذ الله. Now, معاذ الله, this is منصوب مفعول مطلق. مفعول مطلق. And so here we have a فعل محذوف. عذت, عذت, I seek refuge, معاذ الله, the refuge of Allah. So this is for emphasis, more emphasis, just like we say Subhanallah. Right, so innahu, this who is actually what we call a damir ash-sha'an. In other words, it's a damir which is used for something which is very great, very grandeur. So we use it there, innahu, indeed the affair is. Okay, the affair. Rabbi and ahsana mathwai would be the mubtada and the khabar. Rabbi, this is mudaf mudaf ilayh. Ahsana, this is a fi'l, past verb, fi'l madi. Ahsana, and the files in it. Mathwaya, mathwaya is the maf'ul bihi. Maf'ul bihi. That all that becomes the khabar. Innahu, again, dhamir shan, repeated, dhamir shan. La yuflihu al-dhalimun. So dhalimun is the fa'il. It's an ismul fa'il as well. It's jamu mudhakkar salim. And it's the fa'il of la yuflihu. So yuflihu is the fi'il fa'il. Jumla fi'liya. Right, so laqad wa laqad. This is what we call haruf al-tawaqq' or emphasis. So this comes for emphasizing something. The meaning of indeed, verily. Hammat is past, single feminine. Hammat bihi, with him, harf jar. Wa hamma biha, this is past, single masculine. Biha, again preposition, pronoun. Lawla, okay, lawla, this is lawla for shart. Lawla, and an masdar, masdariya. Ra'a is fi'l madi, past, madi. Burhana rabbihi, this is the maf'ul bihi. Okay, so this is the shart. Jaza is mahdhuf. لولا أن رأى برهان ربه لكان كذا, لوقع كذا, such and such would have occurred. كذلك, again we did كذلك above. لنصرف, this lam is harf jar. However, if ever harf jar appears on a present verb, then you always have hidden an. So an is in here, hidden here, and this is why you give it a nasab, as a nasab on the end. Anhu, harf jar, preposition, pronoun. Asu, this is the maf'ul bihi. Okay, all of this is maf'ul bihi, ataf ma'tuf, put together. Innahu min ibadina. This hu is actually ism of inna. Min ibadina al-mukhlasin. So min ibadina al-mukhlasin is the adjective, sifa of ibadina, and min is mutalik to thabitun. So innahu min ibadina al-mukhlasin, fijar. Okay, so that's that. Let's look at the translation of this verse now. So remember, this is Surah Yusuf, continuing. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Walamma, and when, balagha, he reached, ashuddahu, his prime age. Ashuddahu, his strength, his prime age. Ataynahu, we gave him, hukman, wisdom, or it can be translated as power, authority. Wa ilman, and knowledge. So we gave him wisdom, authority, and knowledge. Wa kadhalika, and like that, najzi, we reward, al-muhsinin, those who are good in their deeds. وراودته, and she, allati huwa fi baytiha. This is the fa'il, so we translate this first. The one in whose house he is. The one in whose house he is seduced him, an nafsihi, against himself. وغلقت, and he or she locked firmly, al-abwab, the doors. وقالت, and she said, hayta lak, come on. So hayta lak is not literally translated. Hayta lak is said to someone if you're calling them, come on. Qala, he said, ma'adallah, I seek extreme, or I intensely seek refuge with Allah. Innahu, indeed the matter is, that my Lord has given me a good place to reside, or a good lodging. Lord here refers possibly to the owner of the house, to Allah as well possibly. Innahu, indeed, the matter is, la yuflihu dhalimun, the wrongdoers are not, or do not prosper. And indeed, she desired him, and he might have desired her if he did not see the proof, the evidence, the proof of his Lord. So in other words, she desired him, however he didn't, because of the sign of the Lord that he saw. كذلك, like that. لنصرف, we did that, لنصرف, to repel or to turn away from him السوء, lewdness, evil, والفحشاء, and immodesty. إنه, indeed he is from our chosen servants. Okay, that's the translation of it then. And as you can see, there's, just want to point out just a few words here. There's several words in this passage which are very important. Allah emphasizes, for example, instead of saying the woman's name, he says the one in whose house he is there, and also mentions about غلقت instead of normal أغلقت, extreme usage of the word, intense form of it, bab taf'il. And likewise hiding the verb here has the meaning of intensity as well. Innahu, using damir al-sha'n, has the meaning of intense as well, something very important. And mentioning that the difference between her desire and his desire, she had desire for him, but he didn't have it for her because of the proof of his Lord. And okay, and that's that. Okay, so what do we learn from this then? Okay, what we learn from this is, number one, is that Allah, He gives knowledge, ilm, and hukm, wisdom, to people who Allah Ta'ala considers to be the muhsinin, those who do good. Okay, number two is that this woman, she really wanted to commit an evil act with Yusuf alayhi salam, so Allah emphasized this by mentioning the plan she had schemed of her having intimacy with him who he was in her house, and closing all the doors and saying to him, come. So all of these things normally would have been reasons for a person to commit fornication. Okay, so the intense situation that he was in, and despite all of that, he was saved from committing an evil act. And number three is that Allah, from His servants, He saves them from sins. So if a person worships Allah, tries to become close to Allah, Allah will repel from them evil acts, just like Yusuf alayhi salam